Hello everybody and welcome back to another new video on the channel. Today we're going to be talking about something I haven't talked about in a really long time, and that's Dragon Ball Super's English dub. And considering the episode that we're talking about, yeah, this episode was kind of rough. Episode 110 for Dragon Ball Super came out a couple days ago, last weekend, and I was seeing some stuff on Twitter, specifically one tweet in particular from YouTuber Totally Not Mark, and he was talking about Ultimate Battle, the song that usually plays on really triumphant and like epic moments in the Tournament of Power, most notably from Ultra Instinct Goku versus Jiren whenever their fight starts and Goku, is in Ultra Instinct for the very first time. Uh, his tweet, that was talking about like the English dub and the English version of Ultimate Battle, and he said he wasn't a fan and maybe it'll grow on him. And I was like, wait a minute, what does this mean? Like, I don't. What do you mean you don't like it? You're not a fan. I mean, it's Ultimate Battle. Ultimate Battle is absolute hype. Like, what could they have possibly have done to Ultimate Battle to make it not good, right? Like, what in the world did they do? Like, I'm completely confused, right? So, after not watching Dragon Ball Super English dub for like months, just I think I stopped watching the Dragon Ball Super English dub uh, just before they got to the Future Trunks arc. And before anybody questions, I didn't stop watching the Dragon Ball Super English dub because I didn't like it anymore, because I hated the performances of certain voice actors, because of the whole Vic Mignogna situation before someone tries to bring that up for whatever reason. No, I just stopped watching the English dub because, put it simply, I just was watching other stuff, and I was just like, I guess I'm gonna have to put Dragon Ball Super English dub in the back burner and focus on a couple other anime that I'm watching, and because I'm busy doing other stuff. So I stopped watching it, and then I saw the whole backlash that there was for episode 110, with a couple things. One of them being Ultimate Battle, one of them being the name that they decided to give for the English version of Ultra Instinct. And let's just start off with that. Let's just start off with with that, with the name they decided to give Ultra Instinct. And I know why they did it. I have a more understanding of it, and I'm made more aware of it because, out of curiosity, I was like, okay, let's see what Geekdom has to say about the episode, right? And now that I'm made more aware that it is because of lip flaps, and it just makes more sense for it to be called the way it is because of lip flaps, and it's not always going to be called this. I'm gonna assume it's just going to be called Ultra Instinct most of the time, but the name is Autonomous Ultra Instinct. They decided to go with that in the episode, and I didn't even watch the episode in order to even, know that that was a thing that happened, right? The reason why I knew Autonomous Ultra Instinct was the name they decided to give it in the English dub was because on my phone, whenever I open up a new tab on Google, it likes to like give me articles for me to recommend to read, and like the first thing, like one of the first articles that I saw was Autonomous Ultra Instinct or something revolving around Autonomous Ultra Instinct, and I was like, what the hell do they mean Autonomous Ultra Instinct? So I clicked on it, I read the article a little bit, and then they had the clip from the moment in the episode where Beerus, voiced by Jason Douglas, says Autonomous Ultra Instinct. And I was astonished. I was completely surprised that they decided to go with that. It sounds weird. It just why did they decide to name it Autonomous Ultra Instinct? I was completely confused. I'm more aware as to why they decided to go with Autonomous Ultra Instinct, but that doesn't mean I still can't criticize it and I still can't call it fucking stupid. I think it's dumb. I think, they could have maybe decided to go with something better, question mark, but they went with autonomous, and it just sounds really weird. And let's go to the next thing about the episode. And I don't know if this is the case for all the episodes, or maybe because of what I was watching because it aired on Toonami and there were a couple other issues. But I personally felt like there were a couple performances with certain characters of the cast from, various different characters from the different universes to kind of Jason Douglas himself as Beerus. The best performance, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it, goes to Ian Sinclair as Whis. I think Ian Sinclair did really, really well with Whis in this episode. He was really great, and I'm glad they went with what the Japanese version did, with the Ozaru roar mixed in with Goku's regular voice. They did the same thing for Sean Shamel, and I'm glad that Sean Schemmel and the staff over at Funimation decided to go with that because it just makes more sense for them to do that. I think it's fine, and I really liked it whenever they did it in the Japanese version, and I liked it whenever they did it in English, so it's cool. But there were a lot of characters that I was listening to, and I was just like, really? Like that's like the best that they can do? Like, I think the Grand Priest sounds fine, but I feel like he could have. I don't know. Like, never mind. Like, now that I'm even really thinking about it, like in the moment, I'm like, maybe that fits more with his personality. But part of me almost also just feels like that could have just sounded maybe a little bit better. The Universe 11 God of Destruction in particular. I forgot his name. I completely forgot his name because it's been a little bit. But I didn't like his performance either. For some reason, even though he's a literal clown, at one point in the episode he kind of sounded like a black guy, and I was just like, why does he sound like a black guy? It's really weird. The voice for Jiren, I don't know the name of the person who does the voice. Same thing with the Grand Priest in the Universe 11 God of Destruction, but for what he's given, the voice of Jiren, for what he's given with the character, I mean, it's fine, it works, and just, I'm not completely against it. But just given what he's given, I think it's fine, and I think it can work, and I'm interested to see what they're gonna do with him when he has more lines, when he's given more lines. What else? What else was there? There were just a couple of characters in particular that I was listening to, and I was just like, that performance could have been done a lot better. Just in particular, like, that character's performance could have been done a lot better, and I was kind of upset. I was like, okay, like, whatever. I'm gonna move on, just continuing on the main focus of the episode. The music is great most of the time. The song that they used, during the climactic ending of Goku versus Jiren is of course great. But now we're into the big thing. The big thing of the episode that everybody hates, that everybody's against, and I have to agree. It's the English version of Ultimate Battle. Somehow, in some way, they fucked up Ultimate Battle, and I'm not sure how they did it. So, to give context to what I'm talking about, I wasn't expecting this at all, but basically they did it, they did an English version of it, and I was like, okay, like, they still have the main track of it, and that makes sense. But then the guy starts doing the singing for the English version. And I was like, oh no, stop. Get someone else to do this. Why, like, my problem with it is that, like, you could barely hear the guy, like, doing the singing at all. And, like, that's number one. Number two, he sounds so enthusiastic, so, like, not into it, and, like, after I heard that one part of the song, I was just like, oh, okay. They couldn't have gotten, the guy who did the English dub for the opening of the arc, Nate Wants to Battle. They couldn't have gotten him to do it? Was he not, like, available in order to do it? Like, or did he just not want to do it? Or, like, there was a cover. Like, there was a cover that was in Totally Not Mark's, like tweet. And then the replies, someone had linked a cover of an English version for Ultimate Battle, and I listened to it like not getting the context of what was the actual version of it, and I was like, this isn't bad. I actually kind of like this. And then I listened to the actual version, and I was like, oh my god, they couldn't have used the cover. They couldn't gotten permission to use the cover because that's so much better. That's so much better. Oh my god, just they somehow messed up Ultimate Battle. You know, one of the most epic songs that was used in the Tournament of Power itself, and the entirety of Dragon Ball Super. And the fact that they messed it up somehow really irritates me. But you know, one other thing that I actually kind of want to point out is that Frieza, the voice of Frieza, I believe the understudy as rather, because it's not voiced by Chris Ayres, it's voiced by somebody else. I believe it's Damon Mills, the actor or the voice actor who does what's that character's name? Monaka. Yeah, no, there it is. The voice actor who does Monaka also does the voice of Frieza, and I think they're fine. I think they work as an understudy, but I'm not saying it's bad. You know, it works. Like I said, it works, and I think it's completely fine. But you really, really could hear the differences between Chris Ayres and Damon Mills, and it just made me appreciate Chris Ayres' Frieza so much more for some reason. I don't know why. Just hearing Frieza in the episode made me just, you know, remember the scenes that Chris Ayres was doing in the Frieza arc in Dragon Ball Z Kai. And I was just like, man, Chris Ayres does such a phenomenal performance as Frieza. God, I wish he was back. Apparently, from what Geekdom has said in his video, because I did watch the whole video, Chris Ayres is going to be coming back and continuing to do the voice for Frieza in the next coming episodes. So that's going to be great, of course, because Chris Ayres is fantastic. But that's just kind of it. That's the entirety of the episode. I didn't think I was going to talk for this long, but apparently I did. Apparently I had a lot of things to say. Overall, I think the episode's fine, but there were just like those one, like, or two, three couple things where I was just like, that could have been better. Why wasn't that better? Why did they fuck up Ultimate Battle? But that's just my opinion. That's just one person's opinion. Let me know what you thought of the episode in the comments down below. I'm very interested in what you do have to say. But that's pretty much my opinions coming from me about the episode. I thought it was fine. Couple things, you know, really like irked me a little bit, but it's whatever. Anyways, that was the entirety and the recap of the episode. Those are my thoughts. Those are my opinions. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like I already just said, I don't know why I'm repeating myself, but that's pretty much it. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like. And if you are new, subscribe for more videos just like this. I have another video coming out tomorrow. You might be seeing this video tomorrow as well because I'm recording this at almost 4 in the morning, so you're going to be seeing this later today. Never mind. But I have a couple other videos I want to put out. One of them is the One Punch Man review for the episode that came out yesterday, and another one has to involve Mortal Kombat, so if you're interested in that, in either of those videos, again, just subscribe if you do want to see those. But anyways, that's it for me. See you later. Have a wonderful day. I'm out. Peace.